Then, last but not least for this session, don't worry, we will listen to Lucas de Man. He calls himself a creative jack of all trades, or duizendpoot, as we could say in Dutch. As some of you may know him as a TV presenter, but as an artist and entrepreneur, he's very good at creating innovative projects that challenge the way we look at things and how we value them. With his latest project, Exploded View, from his company Biobased Creations, he inspires a new type of building when materials come from nature and return to nature. So I'd like to welcome Lucas on stage, and so he can explain from himself how he's trying to challenge the status quo.
Hello. Thank you for the enormous applause. I'll do it again. Let's see if we can do this better. Just for the energy. Yes, hello. Hi. Hi. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Let's put in some energy. Hello. Yes, we are in crisis. Yes. Yeah. Can I get a yes back from the room? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Good. Hello, elite. It's nice to see as well. Common people. Actually, we are in many crises. You know, there's not just one. There are different crises. We have the climate crisis. We have the economic crisis. We have a farmers' crisis. We have all kinds of crises. I'm living in Amsterdam, but I'm from West Flanders. Anyone from West Flanders? Yes. We have an emotional crisis in West Flanders. It's called daddies. The thing is that with all these crises, a lot of people feel afraid. I understand that. You feel afraid. You have the feeling the world is going to pieces, you know? And there are a lot of people that are right. Because if you look at the world, the pollution is shit. It's growing and growing. There's more pollution coming. Inequality is growing super fast, you know? Those who can afford to sit there, those who can afford to sit here. It's growing. I know. That's how the world is, you know? And then at the same time, I see you thinking, come on, Lucas, this is the conference about happiness. Is there not something positive? So I chose a pineapple. They say, make it with a lot of images, so this is my image of positivity. Is there something positive? Before I go into that, 2 things. First of all, I have no idea. I'm going to be very honest. What is good? What is right? I have no idea. None. None of the speakers, by the way, that you're going to hear today have any clue what they are doing. I mean, on a certain level they do, and they like to talk about it, some well-paid, some, you know. But at the same, but you have to understand, they have no idea. You also have no clue, which is amazing. Those who think they know what the truth is are the most dangerous. So I openly say here, as a proud West Flemish boy, without a real emotional aware dad, I'm going to say, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yes! Okay. Second thing I just have 8 minutes, come on guys. Second thing I want to tell you is the real crisis we have is a value crisis. That's the real crisis, because innovation is everywhere. There's so many amazing people. Backstage, I meet every person I meet, I go like, whoa, if I'm just half as you, I would be short, you know? But at the same time, the real crisis we have is a value crisis. What are we going to do? We are at the end of a system and we have to rethink our system, which is terrifying, but also amazing at the same time. You, and even you there, are the first generation since a centennial that can rethink our world. Scary, but amazing at the same time. A little bit like, you know, sex. Okay, so what did we do with our organization? Not knowing anything. We had all these crises, you know, the farmers cannot farm anymore, and then we cannot live, we cannot buy houses because they are too expensive and they are bad for the environment. We said, let's build a house made out of nature, right? Can we do that? Instead of destroying nature, can we build with nature? So we build a house with 100 bio-based materials. Materials that come from nature can go back to nature. Even when you can see a sewage room. This blue wall that you see is made from recycled, used toilet paper. So you're sitting on the toilet and you're producing your own outer wall. How cool is that, right? For the people who do a lot of shitting, you can say, I'm contributing to a better world already. We also have plants. We use a lot of plants. For example, cattail for the more, let's say, wet grounds. Hemp, you all know hemp. The ladies you can smoke and get high off. The men you can build with. It's a sort of how the world works. Then you have materials made out of hemp or cattail. This house, for example, is made out of hemp and chalk. Hemp and chalk, and that's it, and some windows. So you can already build now. It's not in the future, it's already now. Algae, I love them. They grow everywhere, especially in the sea, but you can grow them everywhere. They take up 2 times the amount of oxygen as a tree, for example. They are super mini. They have no opinion whatsoever about any political issues. And you can eat them, you can build with them, you can color with them, you can actually 3D print with them. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can put this in the dishwasher. I don't know why always they ask this the first. This is dishwashable proof. And this is just, already available. Not in the future, already. We also have tiles. These are concrete tiles, right? Beton. But instead of cement, we use bacteria. So the tiles are just stones held together by bacteria. If you don't want them anymore, you gently ask the bacteria to let go, and they do. Right? You can recycle it 100%. They still have not formed a union so far. Then you have mycelium. I don't know who knows what mycelium is. Okay, some of you, mycelium is the roots of the mushroom. So you start on the left side with, let's say, hemp, the waste of hemp. You put some mushroom in, and after a week you get the right. If you don't dry it, you get it on the left corner, right? It becomes mushroom. You can mold it. We actually made a pavilion with it. This is a pavilion. The outside is mushroom. So how cool would this be here on Tomorrowland, that it's only built out of nature, that you have the mushroom stage. If you don't want it anymore, you decompose it completely. 100% decomposable pavilion. Another picture just to show off. Okay, this is the inside. It's amazing quality. The whole pavilion was 10 tons CO2 negative. Look at this. This is a dress made from mycelium. These are shoes made from mycelium. You can make everything from mycelium. For the lonely people, you can actually make a friend from mycelium and decompose it when you're really lonely. Okay, so we can rebuild houses. Well, the second thing I want to tell you, if we build houses from nature, the good thing is you can reuse them again. So your wall is still valuable after so many years because you can sell it again, your wall, and reuse it. Now there are a lot of construction companies that are going into bio-based that are offering as a service. A wall as a service, your house as a service. So they bring it, and after 20 years, they replace your wall with a new wall, and they take the old wall back. So instead of building and waiting until everything is destroyed and then paying for your waste, you can actually sell your walls. The other thing which is amazing, look, I actually did this myself, put in the value, okay, thank you. Okay, so I have 1 more minute. So this is modular building. This is the same house, but we made it 1 in 10 so that we can travel, So what I want to show you here is because it's modular, you can actually build any shape with it, but also you can let your house grow and shrink. So imagine this. You are alone. You buy yourself a small house. You get a partner. Hey, in love. You add a piece on your house. You get a child, whether you want it or not. It just happened. Okay, you're happy. After a few years, because you're an asshole, she or he leaves you. But instead of having a whole divorce, she literally takes half of the house with her and the baby and is gone. This is modular building. Temporarily, forever, instead of forever, temporarily. That's the difference. So, we have no idea what we're doing, right? We have no idea, which is good, because then at least we're vulnerable to talk to each other. We have to rethink our value system. This is the most difficult for people. What is important and what not? Not just saying, sustainable, let's do it forever. No, what is important and what not? Only if we do that, then we can overcome fear, have a real discussion with each other, and make some people happy. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.